Hello, welcome to Contractor Academy. My name is Kurt Wynn and I'm the second nicest man in the construction industry. In this video, I show you how you can be a successful contractor even if you have little to no experience. So, construction experience is not as important as you think. I found that most of being a successful contractor relies on traits other than construction knowledge. I mentioned that the big established contractors are going to tell you that it's not possible, that you need years and years of experience to be a good contractor. But the truth is that many of these big contractors are the same people that miss appointments, show up late, fail to meet schedules, go over budgets, all the horror stories people complain about with contractors. Please, do not listen to them. In fact, I'm going to go through a scenario that shows you that you already have 80 to 90% of the necessary traits and experience to be a successful contractor. So how am I going to do this? Let's walk through a client meeting for a kitchen remodel and imagine yourself as the contractor. You've set the meeting time with your potential client. You've chatted on the phone and have filled out your pre-appointment checklist. You have an idea of what the customer is considering, so you show up on time with a presentation book that has pictures and ideas. You're dressed professionally, and you enter the home confidently, with a smile on your face and with an enthusiastic manner. After some initial chit-chat, you pull out your remodeling checklist and start asking questions about what the client's goals are, their ideas, their preferred schedule, possibly even their budget. After sizing up their needs, it's time to take a look at the physical layout of their kitchen and project area. You take any needed measurements, snap tons of pictures, and take notes. You know right where to go in your presentation binder and show them some appropriate samples or ideas. Because you've pre-priced many items, you're able to confidently give them an idea of the level of each finish, but you will not bring up pricing at the initial meeting. Pricing will be discussed at the second meeting. Confident that you have all the information you need from the customers and all your measurements and pictures taken, you set your follow-up appointment to meet and go over the customized proposal. You thank them, say goodbye, and as they close the door, they're saying, "Wow, I really like this contractor. She was very professional, had good ideas, was on time, organized, pleasant, and is so much better than the other contractors we've interviewed." And guess what? Not once was the fact that you didn't have tons of construction experience ever mentioned. You made it a moot point by showing up on time, being a consummate professional, and wowing them with your organization, listening skills, preparation, and thoroughness. Days later, when you return, you come prepared with a professional-looking proposal, complete with a layout, pricing, options, allowances, and a projected start date. You confidently review each line item in the proposal, and your thoroughness impresses the customer. You help them visualize their dream and get them excited about starting the project. No hard selling, but you lay out the next step by saying, "If you'd like to move forward, I can take a $1,000 deposit to get started, and then we can review my construction contract." Can you envision yourself being organized, prepared, and thorough like this? If so, you're already a step ahead of your typical contractor and can easily learn the rest. So I won't need tons of construction experience to run a successful project and make my customers happy? Absolutely not. I figured this out early when I started as a superintendent with US Home, and guys with way more construction experience than me had very unhappy customers. Here's an extremely important nugget. Customer satisfaction has way more to do with how a customer is treated throughout the process than how much experience a contractor has. When I first started at US Home, our company had a quality problem. Our warranty expenses were through the roof, and we had a lot of unhappy customers. The management's solution was to implement a zero defects program so that a completed home theoretically wouldn't be turned over to a customer unless it had zero defects. Now, funny story, zero defects actually didn't mean zero. Management determined that 5 items or less qualified. So all of us construction managers began delivering homes with zero defects, but we still had many unhappy customers. That's when it hit me that producing happy customers and being a successful contractor had a lot more to do than just with producing a finished product. Creating happy customers happens when they are treated fairly, honestly and with respect throughout the entire construction process. And no amount of construction experience or expertise or excellence can overcome the bad feelings generated by mistreating a customer during the construction process. So bottom line, most of a customer's perception of satisfaction does not come from your level of construction experience. It comes from how you treat them all the way through the project. So, what are the traits you need to be successful? You need to be hardworking, reliable, you need to follow through, be organized, be thorough, and you need some construction experience. But this can be learned easily and quickly. Now look at the top 5 items on this list. If you've been successful at your current job, or run a household, or managed your kids' busy schedules, you know you already have these important traits, right? Now here's a visual representation of the traits you'll need to be a successful contractor. And I did notice that I forgot friendly on the last slide. Of course you need to be friendly to be successful at this. However, this just goes to show what a small slice of the pie experience actually is. You may still be thinking, but Kurt, I don't know all the construction lingo, or I don't know how cabinets are installed, or how to schedule a project. The answer is, there is nothing in the construction industry that is rocket science, and all the answers are a phone call or a Google search away. As long as you are willing to ask questions and not pretend you know it all, you will find that 99.9% of subcontractors and vendors are more than happy to give you the answers you need, and they appreciate the fact that you are asking them for help. Nothing is worse than a contractor who pretends to know it all and makes poor decisions because they were unwilling to seek out answers or ask for help. This is even true for experienced contractors. Here's a quick story of mine. I've had tons of construction experience, mostly in residential and light commercial. In March of 2016, I was presented with a really cool offer. I was offered a senior project manager position to build a water park at the Wailea Beach Resort on Maui. I knew nothing about water parks, had never built a swimming pool, had never supervised water slides, knew nothing about faux rock work, but I was willing to ask questions. I researched on Google and YouTube, asked my subcontractors, contacted my vendors, and was able to deliver the project on time and at budget. For example, when I confessed to my swimming pool contractor that I'd never built a pool, Lisa, their office manager, sent me an email entitled Pool Building 101 that outlined the entire process, the methods, timing, everything I needed. Later in the project, when I needed more help, she sent me her master's and PhD emails with even more information. She appreciated that I asked the questions, and I greatly appreciated all the help she gave me. Yes, I had organization skills. Yes, I had scheduling skills. Yes, I am a hard worker. But I was essentially starting with zero experience for this type of project. And in much the same way, you can start your contracting business with little to no